Neptune moving forward, it's the 6th. Unfortunately, I'm still awake here. It's 12 a.m. and being kind of definitely all of a sudden, it's like, well, yes, I'm Neptunian because I have Neptune trine my ascendant. When I was born, Neptune was trine my ascendant. It's like one of the closest trines I have is a fire trine. Sagittarius, 7 degrees, Neptune. It's kind of teetering on 8 degrees, but then I have a 6 degrees, and it's definitely a trine by 1 or 2 degrees there. I think it's more like 7. And it's trippy because my Neptune is in the 8th house. It's right on the cusp of the 8th and 9th house, but it's on the 8th. So anyway, so I'm a Neptunian person, and that's very much evident in, not here on, well, kind of like on, yeah, on YouTube. Well, Neptune, now it points at artists and all of the mediums, like I said 1,000 times before, that artists use to really, if they're a good artist, they are a mystic, and they are uh, communicating an unseen scene to the seen. And like musicians do, they are so amazing if they are a mystic and they are aware in real time when they play. In real time, there can be just how many musicians are in the room and say, hey, how many musicians are here? Let's get to go over here in the corner and start playing. If they are real live musicians, they're going to be able to play with just communicating a few things about what notes they're going to do. Usually it's the blues that musicians will begin to see how they can, what kind of chemistry is there. If you don't know the blues, I mean, it's just like you're not really a musician, not really playing the way that we've always played. I mean, you want to do an orchestra and then give them a piece of music and then come back later and play that? No. We're talking about, it's the blues that is what has been known, to the jams in the garage, just find out, do a jam. Pretty soon it gets boring. I mean, really, you want to get structure and actual songs, and pretty soon you find the taste of who each other is. Really, it's like, do you have a song that you want to play of your own, or do you want to do a cover song? Anyway, these are all. Each song is a faceted jewel. It's a geometric structure that you can depend. Anybody picks it up and says, "Oh yeah, I know that song," and put it down. Whoops, sorry. I hope you like these videos. I don't really. Pretty soon I'm gonna start responding to the people that have a weird attitude towards expression, I guess is what to say, on somebody's channel, let's say that particularly, and on Facebook it could happen too, where it's like I don't know, babes, I care for my human associations when I'm being cared for, I guess, when I feel it, for sure. But to when we have an, like when it comes to expression in these kinds of places, um, it's definitely a place where people are venting and doing emotions and stuff. And I don't know. I just don't get people that start to judge other people by how angry they get or how morbid they sound. It's really like just back away from. Like what I mean is when they go in and poke. Really. Uh, those people, I'll tell you firsthand, they're not feeling good. They're having some kind of complicating, frustrating, hard time. Maybe they have a chemical imbalance in their head. Who knows? And see, the thing that narcissists will do, very, very unskilled people when they deal with people, by the way, or anything, any subject matter, but especially with people, they're fucking wrecks with human relationships. It seems like that's all they can do with people's lives is ruin them because they get entangled instead of in a relationship. But anyway, it's called a situationship. But anyway, God, I hope I didn't lose my train of thought. There's so many fascinating things to get in and try to talk about that facet of reality about people. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I had something to say. I it's best to clarify yourself. You know, a lot of times people are living in such a way that now it's getting back to what I was lost my train of thought, but to get back to the intricacy of how that you know, you can't be clear enough to people about who you are, only because that's possibly an ongoing thing that you have to find out, you know, as far as like the fact that you just can only be now, and how do you even know what's going to happen? But anyway, boy, moving off the subject matter now. I'm hoping, okay, so with Neptune going forward in Pisces, I was just about to say, you know, I'm hoping to cleanse. See, with Pluto squaring my Mercury, you don't know how this feels. I am so sick and tired of it. It's the last time that it will be square that particular degree in Cardinal for 255 years. It's right on my Mercury. And you know, I'm Aries rising and it rules the head. And literally, I've just felt this like thing on my head. Call it the EMF waves from the technology, but I know it's fucking Pluto for me. I felt it already move away from that degree and go into Aquarius, and it was so amazing. I heard some other mystics or whoever, sensitive people, channels that dare get on YouTube and talk like I do, and they have it probably, you know, they have a more organized professional situation than I do for sure. You know, they don't have Neptune going over their ascendant, do they? You know, let's talk about that. But the Neptune thing, I mean, the Pluto thing, they say when and I felt the same thing when it went into Aquarius the first time, which is sometime in June or something. Felt so good. It's like it's like there is a God that has control of everything. You say, you know, you think that that instant healing is possible. That's what I mean. It's like you think that you, really, you're always gonna be walking in a fog. No, Neptune is gonna go forward, and you know what the choice is with the Neptune thing for me. I mean, you have to learn that yes, you are a fog. This is the creation of creation. Are you going to really get into your next graduation as an artist? You are an artist of this life. Whatever you do, don't wake up. Keep dreaming.